Good morning, Mustangs, and welcome to the Mustang News in the Morning. I'm Amber Lewis.
And I'm Danny Ramslin. Thank you, Mrs. McCarthy, for participating in our News Pledge segment.
It is almost that time. Mustangs homecoming is just around the corner and will be Saturday, October 13th in the gym. Please be aware that administrators want you to dress appropriately. You can go to Mitchell's website and print your form to turn in to be eligible to go to the dance. Don't forget you can bring a guest too, however, they must meet the requirements. If students have any questions regarding their attire, please bring in a picture of their potential outfit to let their assistant principal approve it or not.
Attention NHS members, money for t-shirts and hoodies are due October 3rd. This is the last chance to purchase and bring in your money orders. Orders turned in after October 3rd will not be accepted. Now let's bring it over to Amber with today's Megabytes.
Warning us for lunch today. You can come by the Mustang Cafe and pick up a buffalo chicken salad, cheesy Philly queso sub, and the notorious ham and cheese calzone. Other choices can be our warm crusted Red Baron pizza, fresh cut green salads, and of course, fresh fruits and vegetables. Now let's check out the latest news from the world of sports with Carly.
Hey Mitchell, it's Carly, Dampier here in the Sports Cage. Our Tampa Bay Rays are now in an 8-game lead, beating the White Sox last night 3-2. They're making such a great run at the playoffs with Evan Longoria leading the way again. Longoria hit a tie-breaking homer in the 9th inning, and Tampa Bay gained ground with its 8th victory. Last night, our JV football team played Anclote, beating them in what was a fairly easy game, as Anclote gave them a bit of a fight, ending the game with a 28-7 win. The game was led by Omar, who had a defensive touchdown, A.J. Mooney with an interception, and the entire defense played the biggest part in the win last night. Your volleyball girls played the Tarpon last night, the JV beating them in 2 games, but our varsity took them all the way into an intense 5-game match and sadly losing in the very last game. Tonight, our very own varsity football players play a game at 5A at 7:30. It is 5A's homecoming game, so everyone try and come out tonight. The swim team Wednesday night had a home swim meet. The boys and girls won the swim meet against Anclote and Ridgewood. We have an outstanding swim team just like every other year, so everyone make it out to the YMCA whenever they have home meets and cheer on your swimmers. That's all the news for today. I'm Carly Dampier and I'm out. Now here's Danny with the Daily Blog.
Today in campus news, all of you in Interact, the next meeting is October 2nd at 7:50 in room 608. Please bring your $15 dues. Also, homecoming is coming up. If you are planning on going to the homecoming dance, please have your student's permission slip filled out when you go to buy your ticket. This form can be found on the JWMHS website. For anybody who has registered for Fall Baller, it is tomorrow in the gym from 4 to 8 p.m. Good luck to all the teams. And to anybody who is planning on buying a yearbook, you can buy them now from yearbookforever.com for $75. Buy yours now before the prices go up. That's all for campus news today, Mitchell. Now let's check out the local network with Amber.
Today in local news, plans for a new charter school in Pasco County are moving forward, despite an investigation into the company and accusations of them hiring uncertified teachers. The company wants to create a Florida Virtual Academy of Pasco. A final decision if the school will be approved or not is expected next week at a school board meeting. In other news, a Pinellas County student star athlete who was injured in a drive-by shooting has returned to school. Maurice Hall, 17, returned Thursday and received handshakes and high fives all day. It is said he will sit out the rest of the season but plans to focus on school during that time. Hey, so Lucy, is that fog coming down today?
Hey Mustangs, it's Lucy Argento with the Friday forecast, and if any of you walked outside this morning, you probably noticed the intense fog. That was because the dew point and the temperature outside is the exact same at 80 degrees. Today's weather picture of the day was sent in by Jeremy Lawrence. He took this a few weeks ago at Daytona at nighttime. The Ferris wheel really lights up the photos, so thanks for this interesting picture, Jeremy. So Nico, what are you doing outside the CRC?
CRC, okay. One more time. Well, Lucy, this is where I spotted veteran vegetarian Alex Stead. So, Alex, what is today?
Today is National Hug a Vegetarian Day.
And how long have you been a vegetarian?
I've been a vegetarian for 9 years.
And what does being a vegetarian mean to you?
Even though not eating meat won't save the animals, it's still standing up for what I believe is right.
So say you have 10 days and you're trapped in a glass box and there's one chicken. What do you eat?
the glass.
Well, we'll have fun letting your digestive tract get that down. I'm Nico Stead outside of the CRC with Alex Stead. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thankfully, we might be having another hot weekend with our low rain chances. You may be able to make it to the beach. Our high temperatures are almost to 90 degrees and our lows at 74. We have a chance of some rain Sunday night, but everything's looking good so far. I hope you all enjoy the weather, but let's send it to Danny with our daily upload. Oh God, I like snacks.
Today in random news, a woman in Delaware, Ohio was killed by a falling llama that was in an attempt to greet her. The report says the 74-year-old Florence Lenahan called for help Tuesday after a llama named Baby Doll slipped on wet grass while running to greet her and knocked her over. In other news, in Phoenix, Arizona, a masked man was walking the streets and pointing a grenade launcher at passing cars. All the citizens who called to 911 sounded calm and said that the small kid or man was pointing what looked like a bazooka at passing cars. A Phoenix man was accused of filming his 16-year-old nephew just to see how fast police would react to a mock terrorist act. It only took 3 minutes for helicopters and the SWAT team to respond to the case. That's all for random news. Now let's go over and check out this video about homecoming that is just around the corner. So Manoli, do you have a date yet?
What's up, Mustangs? I'm Manoli Savrakis here from the Mustang News in the Morning. Homecoming's coming up and I've been trying to find myself a date. Hey, Tree. I see you've been checking me out. You know, homecoming's coming up, right? You are fine. Will you go with me?
Sad about the Patriots, but I also think the Packers got robbed.
You know homecoming's coming up, right?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I'm struggling to find a date.
Well, I hope you find one out there. I'm sure there's a pretty girl for you.
Will you go with me? Will you go to homecoming with me?
Of course.
Will you go to homecoming with me?
I thought you just asked me.
Well, Mustangs, I might be still forever alone. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Wait. Today in National News, Apple CEO Tim Cook apologizes for the new lousy Maps app found in iOS 6. He says Apple strives to make world-class products, and for this app, it fell short on the commitment. Cook writes that Apple is extremely sorry for the frustration the app has caused for their customers, and they are doing everything they can to improve Maps. Sadly, Cook has announced to over 100 million customers that they should use one of their competitors' apps in the meantime. In other news, polls show that Mitt Romney needs a serious game changer if he plans to get ahead. In the weekly National Journal column, Charlie Cook says that if the presidential race stays on its current course for another week or 10 days, that supporters will begin to leave Romney and shift toward a last effort to win a Senate majority. Teachers, if you would like your class to be featured in the Daily Pledge segment, please email Mr. Whitaker.
Mustangs text JWMHS to 326687 to show how much our school rocks. You can vote 24/7. Text messaging rates may apply. If Mitchell gets the most votes, we have a chance to win up to $75,000. We won second place last year, so let's show our Mustang spirit and win. You can also go home on Facebook and vote, then repost the message.
Thank you for tuning in to the Mustang News in the Morning. Have an amazing day. I'm Amber Lewis.
And I'm Danny Ramslin. That's it.
This is a Southeast production.